Hey, what's up, you guys? This is a slimmed down version breakdown of Amendments 7 through 10. Um, Half of these are usually relatively easy, so we'll not spend very much time on those at all. It's always 9 and 10. 9 and 10 always seem to get people. So hopefully this will be able to, help you guys out and kind of straighten it out for you as well. So let's get into it here. Seventh Amendment, we call this one the silly seventh, right? This is basically if somebody damages your personal property, you can sue them. You can take them to court and sue them for money. But whatever you're suing them for, that has to be in excess of at least $20. Now, again, back in 1791, $20 is a pretty decent amount of money. In 2022, not so much. But we haven't changed it. It's in the original Constitution. We've kept it in there. So it's $20, until we decide to amend the Constitution again. So it's probably just going to stay there. Now, the other half of this is that you are entitled to a trial by jury in these civil cases. Now, the Sixth Amendment, if you didn't watch that video, the Sixth Amendment entitles you to a trial by jury in criminal cases. This is if you are accused of a crime in a civil case. So if you were the one who damaged somebody else's property and you're being sued, you have the right to a trial by jury in this civil case. Okay, pretty simple. Silly seventh. The Eighth Amendment, a couple of major things that it does for you. Number one, it protects you from cruel and unusual punishment. So no more tarring and feathering people down at the city square and pointing and laughing at them. That's evidently, and now in today's terms, that's considered cruel and unusual punishment. Sorry about your luck. But it also protects you against excessive fines and bail. So if you're, going down 36 and you get pulled over for going, 57 and a 55, your speeding ticket should not be $3,000. Or if you get, accused of, jaywalking, you don't get thrown in jail for 3 years. That's a little bit of, excessive fines, excessive punishments. Um, and then bail is like whenever you are, arrested, you go to jail, and you're awaiting trial. In some cases, you can get bailed out of jail while you're awaiting your trial. So if I get accused of jaywalking and I want to go to trial with it, hopefully they're not going to set my bail at about, $3 million. That's a wee bit excessive. With that. So with the Eighth Amendment, though, the topic that always comes in is, what about the death penalty? Is the death penalty cruel and unusual punishment? Does the government have the right to take away someone's life? And that's, one of those interesting conversations that we can have. The United States is one of the only democracies in the entire world that actually allows the death penalty. So we've had it for a long time. Some states still have it, some states don't. Ohio, currently, we're kind of at a pause. We allow it, but right now we're kind of waiting to see, kind of about some other court cases and stuff like that. Okay, the two big ones, Ninth Amendment and Tenth Amendment. The Ninth Amendment, if you remember going back to when we talked about Federalists and Anti-Federalist debates, what was the main reason why the Federalists said that having a list of rights in the Constitution was an awful idea? They said, what if we forget something? So the Ninth Amendment takes care of that. The Ninth Amendment makes sure that, just because a right isn't listed in the Constitution doesn't mean that you don't have it. Classic example is the right to privacy. You will not find the right to privacy anywhere in the Constitution, but you still have a right to privacy because it is included in the Ninth Amendment. The Supreme Court has ruled on that multiple times. Okay, so that's in there. Now, the Tenth Amendment is basically saying, this is the federalism. I call this one the Federalism Amendment. Any power that is not given to the federal government in this Constitution, remember, this is the United States Constitution. We're going to talk about the Ohio Constitution later. That's going to talk about all the powers for the state government of Ohio. This is talking about the federal government. So any powers not given to the federal government by this Constitution, those powers are given to the states. Oops, See that right there at the bottom. There we go. Sorry about that. So, a power not given but to the federal government by the Constitution is reserved or given to the states. Again, a couple of examples that we've listed. Education. Education policy is set by individual states because education is not listed in the United States Constitution. Marriage laws, licenses, all of those are topics that are taken care of by state government because state governments are allowed to do that because you will not find those topics in the United States Constitution. I hope this helps. As always, if you guys have any questions, shoot me an email, come see me, let me know, and we'll catch you in the next one.